the most respected man of all, and the most feared player in the SpyParty community, won so many SCLs that decided to stop playing in them and let other people win. It's crazy, Kaylee, everyone.
How's it going, everybody? Other people would have won eventually. It is, man. I've been retired for a while. I probably suck now, to be honest with you.
This is one of those games where if you're not on top of things, your brain kind of forgets the patterns.
Like I've been playing here and there, and just like trying to get my brain to do the old camping was like breaking your legs and trying to stand up again. It's just like, oh right, I have to do all these things. All right, shall we get to it, gentlemen?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a great night of matches. Later on, we're going to be doing a platinum game, which is going to be Rov versus Opie Rights. But first things first, it's the Bamboo 2 Divisional Championships with C-Rams versus onehoppingbunny.
Both very interesting players, I would say. I have seen a couple of games by each of these players before. I wasn't really able to dissect anything style-wise, but I was really interested in the spy play of both of them. Both fairly aggressive players, although that's at times. They're good at varying the pace of their play, I would say, overall, but each of them capable of doing some very aggressive plays as spy.
And that sort of thing is fantastic especially for match play, because if you can get some fast games in early, especially fast games that work, you can kind of put the fear of God into your opponent. Even if you're going slow, they always have to be worried about some crazy shenaniganry coming out.
Yeah, and that's always the philosophy I certainly took with me as a competitive player, as spy, is I want the sniper to be deathly afraid of those fastball games where they're going to lose 30 seconds into the game, especially against snipers who are accustomed to take their time, get a lot of information. You can't let them just sit there and be confident like that. You got to put the fear into them a little bit.
So, picks and bans. C-Rams is going to start us out by banning Redwoods. Onehoppingbunny bans out Library. So no trees and no
trees,
books.
no books. Yep, no trees and nothing made from trees.
Interestingly enough, C-Rams declines to take a restriction, which is a little bit unusual.
Yeah.
But we do have an extra pair of venues because this is a promotion match.
Correct.
So C-Rams is going to open up the festivities with doubled balcony.
Oh boy, it's chaos.
It's and we've also got doubled ballroom. So this is a pretty old school start.
Ballroom is a very, very interesting venue. Always has been, classic venue. Very interesting, very, very intricate. A lot of things can happen on Ballroom for both sides. Balcony is the most 50-50 venue in the whole game. Like it's just random crazy time. It's Balcony. I mean, what else can you say about it?
So we've got Ballroom, then Balcony, then both doubled, and then Courtyard, Pub, Veranda, and High Rise. So it's going to be one hell of a match.
I agree. I think that Veranda is an interesting choice, especially since we had Library banned. Veranda is sort of the next best thing. It's a fairly, I would say, Pub and High Rise are out there a little bit, but other than that, it's sort of a sniper-friendly layout, I would say.
Yeah. So here's the confusing thing to me, is Hoppingbunny is the one who banned Library.
Yeah, and then is the one who sort of picked into the more campy style of venue after that. So that's interesting. Although they are, it's sort of an injustice to either Veranda or Library to equate them with the other. Although I think a lot of the community tends to do that. Like they're very, very different venues. The distinction being Veranda punishes the sniper for inaccurate play a lot harder than Library does. Veranda, in order to see stuff on either side, you really have to commit. And so if you make poor choices and commit your resources unwisely, you can really get burned on Veranda. Whereas if you make a terrible mistake in library, it takes about a quarter of a second to flick your mouse to the other side.
This is very true. All right, without any further ado, let's get into this thing. We're starting things out on Ballroom with C-Rams on the Spy versus One-Hopping-Bunny's Sniper. Once again, Bamboo 2 promotion match in 3, 2, 1, playing it. I thought we were going to get insta-bug there.
Oh, now Shirley. Come on, do it.
We didn't press the button. Everything's fine.
Well, we needed to press the button. I mean, you're never going to get a better bug opportunity than that. If the sniper saw that, you're going to be credited with it. Yeah, that's as good as bug opportunities get, basically, on this whole venue.
Either way, it's just going to be a nice, fairly standard window flirt to start. 34% to open up the festivities here. It looked for a second like our selection target was going to join us, but we just wind up standing in an innocent conversation by ourselves.
Yeah, no such luck. C-Rams so far playing a very opportunistic game, it looks like. I don't think C-Rams came in here with a plan, like I'm going to do this and this and this. Just looking for the openings. Yeah, going to drift over here and pick up an ST flirt, looks like.
Yeah, very high value conversation here in right next to the selection target. Double Agent was in as well for a moment.
Oh.
Tried to get the contact off, but the Double Agent bails, so it winds up being a fake. We are, however, able to get the green test on the flirt, so that goes up to 85%, and that means any flirt from here on out will finish that mission up. But the fake is unfortunate.
Yeah, the fake really hurts us. We're already in time pressure, right? Like, we have used a minute and a half of our three and a half minutes, and we have no missions done. We only have most of Seduce done. The slow play, that was unintentional slow play, but I really wish we had done something aggressive there when we had the chance at the beginning to get the bug done. We're feeling a lot better if we have that bug done for sure.
Yeah, and it feels like once that contact doesn't quite take, suddenly you have to reevaluate. You're a mission down from where you want to be. You've suddenly got to start moving a lot faster. The flirt is done now, but there's only 1:30 left to play, and we have 3 missions to do and no progress.
Yeah, we really have to step on the gas here. And it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. Like, you're not going to get a better bug than the one we got at the beginning. And now, as time gets whittled down, we're going to be forced into making a lot worse plays than that.
Side statue is a little bit worrying as well, especially with the timer. Luckily, we're a really fast character, but that can only take you so far.
And the problem with side statues here is that, there's a highlight. Like, we're setting ourselves up to have to do all the hardest stuff when we have absolute maximum suspicion on us, right? Like, we're the spy who's trying to finish late. That's what we look like.
Yeah, it's not a good situation, to be sure. Little wrong arm bug on the way in. It does take. I thought it might have been good enough to come off clean, but One-Hopping-Bunny gets a little bit of a peek around the outside of that conversation in front. The shot comes off, and she goes up 1-0.
Maybe a little too fancy with the wrong arm there. I actually think the correct arm bug would have been a lot less visible there. Maybe the wrong arm bug was unintentional, but if that was an intentional wrong arm bug, I think the just straight up bug probably would have been better. And maybe into picking up the statue, which looks suspicious as hell, but might be the best play we're going to get.
Yeah, it was just a bad situation. But Bunny gets the first, and then on the spy side, she goes against C-Rams on the sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
So we're starting off with some slow play there from C-Rams as spy. I'll be interested to see what he does next time as spy if he chooses to vary the pace. But now on to One-Hopping-Bunny, who's just taking it in, it looks like, trying to see where the ST lands, perhaps.
A bit of an awkward start. I think he kind of tried to Jedi mind trick the seduction target there, but it didn't quite happen. Double Agent drops in to say hi, but it's a little bit too early to take that, so we're just going to switch over to the seduction target and take a quick flirt for 31%. That's not the number you want.
I do not like the positioning in the CC there. Like, this is a common thing that spies will do is, like, I don't want to look too suspicious, so I'm going to stand a ways away. It's Ballroom, you know, like, this is the depth perception angle. The sniper's it's gonna look close enough to the sniper anyway. Why not just get a little bit closer and pick up the full flirt and not put yourself in a hard position later?
Yeah, I completely agree. This conversation circle just isn't big enough, especially at this angle, to get credit for being farther away at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have so much respect for your sniper to make this positioning, right? You have to be saying the sniper is going to pay attention to, you know, this couple of inches of, you know, me standing inefficiently away, and that's just so unlikely, even at the highest levels of the game.
There's the timer flirt as well, and it's another white test that puts us at 62%, which means we are absolutely going to need to hit
There's
a green
fingerprint on this statue,
if we're
though.
going to get this done in 3. But a print, a pair of inspects, and what you have to assume is a fairly significant highlight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it sort of depends on if C-Rams knows there's a fingerprint on the statue, right? It can be very strong for Bunny here if she never ever goes back to statues and just picks up fingerprints and wins with something like, you know, Seduce, Fingerprint, DA, and some Hardtail. But of course, as always, with 1 minute 30 left, we've been slow playing it, and the question is going to be pretty soon here: what's that hardtail?
Bunny does manage to hit the green on the third flirt, though, so that could be pretty big. We do have progress. We've got the 2 inspects. We've got a fingerprint available. There's a print hot on the green bookcase.
We're burning time. We're burning time. There is a hot print on the green bookcase. We need to do that or DA pretty quick here. We are starting to run painfully low on time. We're going to get a drink here. That's going to keep us away from the bookcase unless we gulp.
This is not a good situation. Under a minute to play.
Okay, so that book's going to go back in. I really would have preferred us to get this, like, banana bread while we're waiting here. Oh, now we're going to have to take a short path to the green bookcase. Looks very much like we want the print if the sniper's paying attention.
It's not 2 sips, but getting the extra sip at the window is going to... Oh, we actually did just finish the drink naturally.
The problem is we burnt so much time waiting for that without doing anything else. We're not going to be able to finish. We're down to 20 seconds. We're going to have to pick up the DA and something else.
It's doable, but it's not going to be pretty.
Pause here? Yeah, it looks like we're going to inspect swap, perhaps.
I think we're going to have to, because we're not getting back to the DA at this point. We're under 10 seconds. It's going to be a significant overtime.
I mean, we're putting it down.
It's just the inspect.
Here? There's nothing else to do. We lose. Yeah.
That is surprising to me.
Yeah, I wonder what the plan was there. Perhaps they were thinking I can run in and DA real quick, but then, you know, without the terrain awareness, we didn't see that. We couldn't, like, walk out and immediately DA. Yeah, just a little too much tentativeness by both players early on here, I think. Not getting in tells when it's, you know, at times when maybe it's not optimal, but it's certainly better than trying to do it in the last 10 seconds.
There's this fairly universal human tendency in SpyParty where when you are in a stressful situation as Spy, you slow down and it throws everything off. It takes a lot of practice in stressful situations to get over that reflex. I feel like these players haven't quite conquered it yet.
Yeah, you have to be willing to, you know, select your pacing, stick to your pacing, you know, even if the situation isn't optimal. And, you know, there's that basketball thing that we come back to of sometimes you get your 40% chance shot and you just have to take it. And, you know, even though you're probably going to fail, better the 40% chance shot than the 10% chance shot that you'll have to take later, right? And that's the thing that really applies to playing Spy and SpyParty. Would like to see a little bit more aggression out of both these players just after these first couple early games.
Well, we've got 2 more on Ballroom, so C-Rams is going to get their second shot at the Spy side versus Bunny's Sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
So where are we going here?
That was a optimistic flirt attempt.
Yeah, I don't think Sick was going to stay there, but We might not have seen at what point he entered that pad. Doesn't really matter, though. We get the immediate white right afterwards, no problem.
Yeah, he winds up fairly nearby. We drop in right next to him and pick up a 34% flirt on a close white. Also in conversation with the double agent.
Yep.
And the conversations are fairly full.
Yeah, it's a great time to it's a great time to BB, for sure. Like, you're not going to get a better BB than this, probably.
Well, there goes that opportunity. The double agent has stepped away. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us later on.
Yeah, it's just difficult. Like, I mean, if your plan is to do something that doesn't involve banana bread, that's great. Or if you want to save banana bread for a distraction, that's great. Just in general, if you're looking to complete missions, that would have been, check it off the list. Now we have to worry about where the DA is going to be and when he's going to skip out on us and all that stuff. We could have just gotten it done.
And with a fairly nervy start, generally prioritizing progress is worthwhile.
Here we go.
Ooh, it's a green purloin fairly early on. Double agent is dropped into conversation with us as well. We may be able to use it as a distraction. Indeed we are. It's a little bit late. The contact comes off as the list fades.
And do we know, as Sniper, it does not look like we do. We have no idea about the green anyway. We know that Orange, is the white taker, but I don't think we know about people who could have greened it. Fortuitous timing on so the banana bread actually ended up being fake. The DA bailed on us, but it was a good attempt at covering the take. The Sniper, though, very well played by Bunny, very disciplined about covering the list at the moment of that banana bread, knows that Orange took it. Just a little bit too much cover in the way of the list and did not see that it's a green, and I don't think doesn't know who the possible greeners are.
Yeah, absolutely. Which means that C-Rams has put themselves well in the lead in this game, because not only did they get a hardtail off fairly cleanly, it's a visible hardtail.
Yeah, but we're still slow playing it to the max. Like, we've got a minute left, Tobo, and we've got one mission done. Like, we'll very shortly have Flirt done, hopefully, but we're going to have to get a move on even so.
That's very
with the hardtail
true.
done.
Well, this should get the contact finished up.
Good position for Bug. Yep, there it is.
Beautiful little in-convo bug there. One Hopping Bunny just not quite in the position needed to guard it. So that's the bug done. This is the contact done. Now we just need the one.
Oh, it looks like Orange is doing the banana bread as well. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if OJ takes the bullet
turn
here.
it comes to
Beautiful.
us. C-Rams takes the right click. One Hopping Bunny with good instincts that it's time to take this shot. That's not easy to do, but unfortunately just wasn't covering the reject chain well enough to know who the other targets were. Takes the shot on the taker of the list, and it doesn't wind up being the right one. So C-Rams is the one to break through on the spy side first.
Yeah, that was a very well played game by both players, I would say. Bunny had a good, very well disciplined guarding the list, just didn't know the greeners. Good game sense in choosing when to shoot when she did. And to be fair to Bunny, a lot of things went right for the spy there. A lot of luck fell on the spy side there. Things just kind of clicked into place. We got the green. We got the right cast members coming to us at the right times. But C-Rams took, good advantage of all that luck, capitalized on it skillfully. I would say that was a solid game.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes that's what it takes to get spy wins through. You just have to be able to see those opportunities when they arise and be willing to capitalize them, and C-Rams absolutely did that.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I would say that the place where the game was probably lost for Bunny was she was either unable or unwilling to commit all the way over to guard the ambassador when the ambassador was in that incredibly vulnerable position. We stayed in the front of Ballroom instead of going all the way over to the side fish tank view, which sacrifices a lot but can protect the ambassador in situations like that.
So, One Hopping Bunny down a break, if you will. Let's see if she's able to get it back before we move on to the insanity that is Balcony.
Oh boy.
C-Rams on the Sniper, trying to maintain this lead in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Time of Chaos, nothing really available. We maybe could have bugged that. No, probably not. That would have been death.
We were trying to leave it open to us in case the ambassador played nice, and they did not.
Yeah, I think the pathing there by Bunny was very good, giving ourselves the opportunity to get lucky.
Absolutely. In conversation with the seduction target now. First flirt comes off. It's a white test for 33%, and the seduction target immediately steps away. So that's a nice little start. Oh, it's just a straight white purloin. Oh dear.
Yeah, we don't look good. I don't think that CRAM saw the fade well enough for it to be a green, but I imagine we're going to get a ton of low lights. Yeah.
Yeah, this has to be down to 2 at this
3,
point.
it looks like. Yeah. Although one of these I think should not be a highlight still, but probably we're just being safe.
Yeah, better safe than sorry at this point. If you have it down to 3 and you think one of them probably wasn't it, you may as well just leave them up. If there's only 3 people to watch, then
we just eliminate.
That's pretty doable.
If CRAM is paying attention,
comes off. I believe Irish was out for.
Irish was out, yeah, as was Twin. So like, really, we're hard on to good old Mr. A here.
Not looking good for Bunny. Was able to lowlight the Twin. Was not able to confirm that Irish was out during the contact. Minute and 45 left to play, but the timer. The mission progress, that's not really the story of this game. The story of this game is 2 people not low lit.
And this is just the kind of brutal feeling that SpyParty can dish on you if you're Bunny in this situation. You just lose this game where everything went right for the Spy. You played a great game of Sniper, but the Spy won anyway because like all the luck went to your opponent. You try to fire back. You hit the white purloin. It's just like, God, what do I have to do to win a game of this stupid game of SpyParty? You know, and it's really easy to feel bad. Yeah, nothing really we could do. Is kind of an unrecoverable position.
Yeah, that shot was only a matter of time, really.
But I like the instinct from Bunny to just fire right back. You know, do that early purloin, see if we can get away with it, make something happen as Spy. I think that's good. I think that Bunny is happy we're going into balcony though in either event.
Yeah, I agree. Balcony is the kind of place you want to go when you're behind.
That is right.
And Bunny is going to be starting things off on the sniper side, against CRAM's Spy in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Not very familiar with Spider side in this game.
That is some very convincing pathing.
Yeah, that was
manual.
Unfortunately, time of chaos, so you're not going to get credit for it, but
well done. I think one interesting strategy here, like if you look at the positioning, General looks incredibly suspicious. He's way deep in the circle. Looks like a very bad player path, even though he is AI. Framing General could be a viable strategy this game.
If you could get out of this conversation and come back in behind General or something like that, make it look even more awkward.
It's kind of difficult because we would have had to red flirt him and not make progress, probably to frame him, but it could have worked. In any event, the whole party is low lit Tobo except for 2 people.
Yeah, I suspect these lights are not quite representative.
Yeah, we're bringing people up, bringing people down, but the system is working, I would say, for Bunny for sure.
Yeah. This is luckily able to get the green test on the second flirt because the positioning is not great for progress on that. 45 seconds left to play. Double agent is still out. We're gonna need to move unless we want to...
Yeah, we're going to look like the Spy, though. This is like the classic game of balcony where the Spy looks like the Spy. Alice hasn't talked. Alice hasn't flirted. Like, General is being it's either General doing the, extremely lucky Spy who's holding still and getting everything they want, or it's just Teal, right? And if Teal's going to walk in and flirt and get a shot, because that's what every game of balcony looks like.
There's the flirt. Safety off.
And no BB yet.
Moments, I assume. We haven't got the contact yet, so no reason to shoot yet.
We're not going to be able to. The break.
There's the fake contact coming off.
Yeah.
And it's a white test, so that's not great. Becomes a real contact as the double agent enters the conversation right at the end, but Bunny is still on top of things. The shot comes off. That was some drama, though.
I think that was a very, very sexy play by CRAMs to start the banana bread, either with the thinking that I've got to do it just to get a shot done, even if it's me that gets shot, or thinking the DA's coming, I'm going to start it up. Either way, great play both ways, but Bunny really on top of that. Very, very good game of balcony if you're Bunny. Solidly.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you were saying, balcony, even though people don't necessarily get a lot of practice on it in a competitive setting because it's constantly getting banned,
Yep.
People kind of understand what the standard spy game of balcony looks like, and they are primed to shoot for it.
Yeah,
And that
balcony
was
is
very much the standard game.
That's
of
exactly
balcony
what it
spy.
looks like, right? Like you flirt once, you either move out and come back, or you try to timer flirt and then you move out. You know, that's exactly what a spy finishing on balcony looks like. And it's just this really interesting venue where there are so few variables that these common patterns are a lot easier to see. That would never happen just because of all the possible ways things can change in a venue like Ballroom, for instance. But balcony has games where it looks like the sniper is finishing missions, and that's what that looked like.
One Hopping Bunny stepping into the spy side for the second round of balcony versus C-Ram Sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Had a chance to do a suicide bug there, but we didn't.
Bit surprised by that stop talk right off the top of there. 32% on the first flirt is fine. You want to get a little bit snuggly for the next couple, but you might just have to take the timer flirt and hope you can hit a green.
Yeah, it only really hurts in a timer flirt where you're going to be in the exact same position. Otherwise, you'll have the chance to fix it.
Oh no, double agent bails for the contact. That could be devastating.
So 2 low lights is basically what we get out of that. And we low light sick as well. I think we're trying to track white talkers here. So pretty damaging on balcony, but not fatal necessarily.
Double agent back in. There's the contact coming off for the second time. Didn't give up any more information. This one was green. White test flirt coming off. That puts us at 65%, which
The ever so sad 65%.
1% short of being able to finish on a white test third flirt. So with 40 seconds left to play, we're almost certainly going to just have to hit this green.
1 is the loneliest number, they say, but true SpyParty fans know that 48 and 65 are actually the loneliest numbers.
unless you can green test.
Yeah, if you can green test, 65 is a bit better. Let's see. It's going to all come down to the green test, it seems like, and whether we survive doing it. We need to go.
Now the right click will come off.
Right about.
10 seconds.
Yeah, got to do it.
8.
Otherwise, got overtime. That's a lot of overtime.
It's the green. It's going to be a couple seconds of overtime. Might not be enough to really be able to react to 2 seconds of overtime. Just a little bit too much. No, the shot too late for
Too
sync.
late for sync.
Oh no, it's so brutal.
But you'll take that if you're Bunny. You'll take that all day after what happened to you on Ballroom.
Yeah, that's very true. And that brings us level. It's 3-3. 2 more games of balcony to go.
And yeah, clutched out. It looked like probably C-Rams was going to have that game, but that was a lot of sync time. How much did we lose there? 1.2 seconds. That's a lot of lag.
Yeah. I'm seeing took shot at. No, yeah, you're right. It's 1.2 seconds that was lost there. That's surprising.
1200 ping is pretty brutal. That said, I think so. Bunny probably wins that game, even if we account for the sync, if she flirts just a little bit earlier, right? If right when the flirt cooldown hits. Instead, we wait about 1.5 seconds, which is about how much time the sniper had to make a decision. So I think that if you flirt right at 10 instead of at almost 8 seconds left, you put the sniper in a way harder position. But as it turns out, 1200 milliseconds for the win.
Yeah, that shot too late for sync feels like it takes double ping to happen. So, 1.2 seconds is still a long time, but shot to legs for syncs can happen for a pretty long time sometimes.
That is true.
And if you do the last mission at just under 10 seconds, sometimes that can feel less suspicious than doing it at 10.
Yeah, that can be very true, especially if you do it like right when the sniper is just going to have enough time to realize that they need to make a shot and then they lose.
Yeah. So, 2 more on balcony. C-Rams on the spy side to start versus Bunny's sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Not the best positioning for our ST, but, you know, we can live with it.
Smallman, why you do this? It's not 17%.
The advantage of it is that it's fairly low suspicion. We started that talk with no one near us. Banana
This
bread.
is true. Contact comes off as well. It's a very good contact.
I love that bug timing.
Oh, that was just a bug. That was just a bug straight up. Bunny was in an unusual position. C-Rams takes complete advantage. Not able to see that little bit of a lean, and C-Rams getting the bug on balcony.
The reason that bug was so good, there are 2 reasons. First of all is positioning, right? Like, the sniper is in the worst possible position to see that bug, and C-Rams knows it, I think. Second of all, the timing of the bug was perfect. We fire that bug not when the sniper is thinking, a BB has gone off, I need to guard the ambassador in case it's, you know, a cover. We wait just past that for the sniper to go, okay, there's no bug. Now I'm going to get my lights based on what I think. And as soon as you can see this, the laser drifts slightly onto one of the twins, and that's when the bug happens, right when the sniper releases that attention. So that was an extremely good bug by C-Rams, both in terms of positioning and timing.
You love to see it. You love to see the plays like that. So C-Rams is putting the pressure back on Bunny for her last spy game on balcony in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Window flirt to start things out. That's really nice.
I like it. Like, anything that in balcony like breaks up the established pattern is good for the spy, right? Like, the more ways the sniper has to worry about you finishing missions, the better. Very aggressive, but, you know, depending on how we go the rest of this game, we could get away with these flirts. Like, the sniper maybe hasn't credited us with one flirt so far.
It's true. Usually you don't want to give up a low light on balcony, and you can get away without it, but
the trouble is
if you're feeling good on the flirts, sure. That being said, we're even able to hit the green on the second flirt up to 71%. We're gonna need to move here unless we feel like we can hit yet another green.
I really want the window flirt here.
Yeah, if we could go grab this window flirt, we're not going to.
Also, quickly interject, we do have Purloin turned on.
Oh,
yeah, Purloin is turned
my.
on.
That was a bold little move to try to wait out the sip there.
Oh no,
this
go
is
get the
not
flirt.
the positioning I would have entered back into conversation with. That leaves the very wide open spot at the back where the selection target wound up joining in. So I don't even know if a green test is going to be enough here.
No, it's a white.
It doesn't matter. It's a white. We're going to have to get out of here. We're going to have to get us a little bit more time. 15 seconds to play. This is suddenly not looking good. It's a green purloin. Everything is bad.
Right on the sniper. Yeah, it's like the sniper sees it 100% though. Like, our only hope is that they think that Rocker took a white here. No, that's a green fade. Yeah.
There's the shot.
Ugh.
And there's C-Rams back up by 2.
Tough game for Bunny. I think just like where we went wrong on that one is I love the start to that game, right? We get the nice window flirt, we get a nice distance flirt across so that we can't really be paired. I think where we go wrong is when the ST bails to windows, we don't take advantage of it in the way we maybe would have liked. We are not super aggressive in going after herds because we're a little bit tentative still, right? We're a little bit tentative. What if the sniper sees me going to windows again? But you got to take it. That's going to be so much better than coming out and trying to go back in. And we kind of see what happens when you don't take your shot there. Things just kind of fell apart at the end.
And also there was a slight misposition when coming back into the conversation, basically assuring that the selection target would wind up very far away from us.
Yeah, I don't know what happens in this game if we wait for ST to go back and then go close enough to ST to finish. It may be that we get shot anyway, but I mean, we definitely get shot doing that purloin.
Yeah. Either way, good. This has been a hell of a match so far. I've really enjoyed this. C-Rams on the spy side on what may well be the most sniper favored venue in the game. It's Courtyard.
Love it.
C-Rams on the spy, Bunny on the sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Courtyard 2, or I keep saying Courtyard 2. Courtyard. Probably along with Balcony. Oh, this is dangerous, but we're on top of it. Bunny guarding it very well. Also, very weird positioning in the CC.
Yeah, that was all very odd.
As I was saying, Courtyard next to Balcony probably has that most established pattern of what a spy game looks like, right? You pick up your flirts, you pick up your BB, and then either you try to get fingerprints into something, or you do inspect swap or inspect purloin or something like that.
Yeah. Generally speaking, you wind up with soft tells done and a hard tell to find at like a minute to a minute and 15. And you just have to figure it out from there. And it's not a good place to be.
Yeah.
It's a late first flirt, but it is a close green one for 51%. So
I've noticed that our mission sequencing for both players tends to be pretty identical. Like every time, we're very tentative. We feel things out. We get some flirts. We maybe get a banana bread if we are able to, and then we're like looking for those late game hard tells. Like it's very safe for the sniper early in all these games so far.
yeah.
Other than that very awesome balcony bug from C-Rams.
So it looks like this is just going to be the timer flirt.
We're going to be up on the eternal Courtyard question of how are we going to win.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the cooldown. There's the flirt. It's a white test for 85%. Yep. Now we almost certainly bail to the statues to pick up our pair of inspects.
Oh, the ambassador's just playing with fire there.
Yeah, that was certainly some pathing.
But again, to Bunny's credit, right on top of it, knew it was dangerous, guarding it very well.
C-Rams took a long time to step away from that conversation. The bug comes off on the way out. Did Bunny get a look at it? It doesn't look like she's reacting.
Rams would be dead.
That might have been a cleanish bug.
So we just win here? Oh, no, wait, we don't have the last part. We don't have the last
part. C-Rams has got this. This is probably just a highlight for statues.
Yeah,
the bug is done. The statues are done. It's one more flirt. If Bunny saw that bug, or even really suspects that bug, she's got to shoot, and she hasn't.
That's such a deadly problem for you if you can't see that bug. Like, the angle was perfect for C-Rams, but the path was just so suspicious. It was so, I'm doing a bug.
Yeah. That was a big old round-the-world path, though, so...
Yep. Oh, don't play with fire here, C-Rams. Let's go get it done.
Yep, getting it done. Into the statues we go. 13 seconds. Is Bunny willing to take the shot? I don't think she is. I don't think she has the intel. C-Rams is going to get another one, this time from the spy side of Courtyard.
Very difficult win. And again, just frustrating for Bunny, who did 90% of everything right. And just that one thing that was done wrong was just, whoop, there it goes. There's your game.
Yeah. That's SpyParty, though, sometimes.
It is, especially as the sniper.
Yep. Things. Your eyes are in the wrong place at the wrong moment, and the game is gone.
Yeah.
But that puts One Hopping Bunny really under the gun here, down 6-3, has got to start making moves on the spy side, and Courtyard is not the place you want to have to do it, but this is where we are against C-Ram's Sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
No Courtyard rush there, just the bug was the late mission that we won on. I like this. This is how you do it. You pick up your suspicion early, and then you just wait, and the sniper forgets why they highlight. They have so many highlights by the end of the game. It doesn't matter. What did Taft do it again? I don't even remember.
unfortunately not able to get both of those inspects done. Really trying to wait out the other twin there, hoping he would one cycle, but did not. So it's just going to be the one inspect and then into the conversation out here to pick up the 51% on the flirt.
Yeah. If there's ever a map where you don't really care that much, it's this one, though, right? Because like, but by the time you touch one statue, you're credited with both, like every time,
Yeah.
surely. So like, if you have to go back, it almost decreases your suspicion.
That's true.
Yeah, here we
And
go.
back into the same set of statues again as well.
Oh, a fake green. I love that.
Oh, that's lovely.
Very dirty. Very
Makes
dirty.
a swap, making it look like they got called out for the green and they were the AI that did it.
And now
But
we're going to look like we're being framed.
I think it's going to take the bait,
And
just
in the
going to
red.
try to play this as disciplined as possible. The contact comes off.
But it looks like we're being framed, surely, right? Like if the sniper has to
Yeah.
be thinking, wait a second, is that a little too convenient?
So here we are, down to 2.
Whichever way it goes, I love the gutsiness that play from Bunny. Like,
Yeah,
why
me
would
too.
Taft go back to statues? Answer, because it was a green summons, right? Like, I love everything about this. This makes a ton of sense. Oh, and Wheel's the only suspect picking up a fingerprint. Yeah, look at that. I love that work.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes, very well played game. Very well played.
Bunny knows that more often than not, you have to do something a little bit unorthodox to get the win on Courtyard as the spy. So does something a little bit unorthodox. Gets that, well, I guess kind of gets dropped at the early statue visit, and then leverages that in a brilliant fashion into a fake green, and then
It's the
just
old-
lets the other suspect get himself shot.
Yeah, it's the old double reverse frame play. It's like I surely am being so suspicious that I'm being framed. Like that, it's you love to see it, right? Like that's a perfect example of what that play looks like. And I love the way it also, and I don't know if this was intentional, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. It takes advantage of what the party threw at us. We tried to get that early inspect, right? And we got shut out. So we're gonna have to go back to statues again. But while we're at statues again, let's pick up that immediate green swap so it looks like a frame. It doesn't make sense for us to go back to statues again because we were already at statues. So surely we're an AI, Tobo. Love the way that panned out. Love the thinking by the player. Sexiest spy win of this set so far, for sure.
Absolutely. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. One Hopping Bunny finds themselves really badly under fire and answers in one of the nicest spy games I've seen in a while. Now, on the sniper side of Pub, any 3 of 7 against C. Rams's spy in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
This map, or excuse me, venue, I'm never going to get the correct wording down on it. This venue, very, very spy friendly, in my opinion. If Bunny can pull off the shot here, a lot of pressure on C-Rams to avoid getting the set tied up.
Absolutely, this is a tricky one. C-Rams is going to take this very early inspect.
And swap.
And that,
Did you memorize? If you memorize, this game's over.
I think if that was a memorization, that would have just been a bullet.
I mean, because no one else could have touched that statue by now.
We shall see. But I am concerned for Bunny.
Oh no, come on.
That's just, he just took the...
Greedy.
The list is gone. It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
He's dancing. He's dancing.
Yeah.
He's not dancing well enough. I don't know. I think if you just don't purloin there, you're okay.
I mean, just go flirt. I mean, you've got the swap done, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's one thing to go and do a BB. That's sort of dangerous. Sure, like you did maybe a swap, and you definitely did your inspect, and you could get killed. Just go flirt. Do a silent game. Like if you got away with the swap, there's no way, right? But on this map, like on some venues, sure, I get the hard tell rush. It makes a ton of sense. This venue, it's pub 37. Just go flirt, right? Like there's
absolutely.
a much lower chance that you get shot there.
That was a weird one. But One Hopping Bunny as you were saying, this can be a little bit of a spy-favored venue and setup. So they're stepping into the spy side now, has a chance to tie up this match once more in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
So if you're Bunny, this is the sort of situation where you probably want to come in with a plan, right? Like, you've been playing slow play a lot. On the other hand, you just got away with a very unconventional game, so maybe now is the game where you go back to just like, I'm going to flirt, I'm going to do a DA, I'm going to do an inspect, and just see if they can kill you. Or you could keep the pedal to the metal and try to do a hard sell.
Well, we're starting things off with the flirt. It's 34% on a close white. In conversation with the double agent, but we're not going to right-click that with this conversation situation.
It actually, from the spy's perspective, would have iffy path if we're not going to do that, Bug, because that's going to make us suspicious. There were a lot of people in convo, but as it turned out, the SDA was one of the only people out, so that could have been real bad. No, well, that's just taking the list.
Yep. We just took it. Just took the list. Here come the lowlights. Lowlights, lowlights, lowlights. How do we win this game? Like, we finish the flirt, we get a really, really good contact, and we pray?
Yeah. I mean, we probably wanted to have Seduce done beforehand so we could make the sniper shoot for BB.
Yeah. Sniper doesn't know if we flirted, though. They might have to shoot for BB anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Although we're doing a lot of talking here, and Sniper knows that Rocker's not flirting.
That's a bug!
Not seen!
That was a pretty visible bug, but it was not seen. 45 to play. We just need to do flirts now. But
do flirts.
Again, 45 to play. I don't know if we can do flirts now.
But it's silent game. The Sniper doesn't think that bugs can be done necessarily. Unless C-Ram saw it.
There's the flirt. 61%.
I would
we need
not
to
DA.
leave and come back and green test.
Yep.
And the end of red.
We're just a contact. Just gonna contact.
Do we live?
He's thinking, he's considering, does indeed take the shot in the end. C-Rams almost lost that one, but was able to gather it back up and salvage the win from the Sniper side.
If we wanted to frame Rocker there, we really needed to pay attention to what Rocker was doing, and unfortunately Rocker did no favors to us whatsoever. Just sat there in that completely useless CC the whole rest of the game, basically. I think, therefore, the better play was probably do the suspicious flirts and just go out and come back in and flirt, and dare the Sniper to shoot us on a silent game.
Yeah, I agree.
But, oh man, I'm just surprised they got away with the bug. That was...
Yeah, me too. It was just a bug that was right there.
As one of two highlights, and I mean, the Sniper was looking right at it and didn't see it, basically. That was a really nice bug.
So, Veranda. C-Rams up by 2, 5-7, and on the spy side versus Hopping Bunny's Sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Starting off on the long side. Always a lot you can do over there, but we're just going to walk back out into the middle.
I think we're just chasing the seduction target.
Yeah, it looks like what we're doing for sure. And again, we got this predictable sequencing, right? Like, I don't think C-Rams has once, just started off by doing something crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so either. Very, very safe openings for the Sniper. Very few green tests on these first flirts as well.
Yeah, I mean, on a map like Veranda... God, I'm never going to get it right. But on a venue like Veranda, it's never going to matter that much. You're going to have plenty of flirt chances on Veranda, right? And plenty of excuses to walk out and walk in again really quickly if you need to.
So it's going to be a visit to the statues on the blue side.
And Bunny is very vulnerable. Finally picks up the highlight there. But for a while there... C-Rams could have swapped and gotten away with it, pulled a book and gotten away with it. There's a fingerprint on this book. We're making real good progress here. Nice classic slow game of Veranda so far.
Yeah. It's even possible to just take the one inspect, realize that the laser hadn't swung around and leave.
That's certainly true. And we could have, just definitely slammed it down and gotten away with our one, perhaps. Although, of course, it's always risky. You never know when the sniper's going to come back from their little trips to the long side there.
On that being said, we've got the 2 inspects, we've got 68% on the flirt, and we've got a print in the pocket with 2.5 minutes left to play. Now we step into conversation with the double agent. It's not a bad time for the contact, actually.
No, I think this is the time you do it. Also, fingerprint available on red books here in a minute.
Well, everybody's walking all of a sudden.
Yeah, now it looks less good.
Disappointing.
Oh, but now we're going to fire the BB.
Now we take the contact, though.
It went back to being good. Yeah, people settled in. It's not as good as the original BB, what we were talking about would have been, but it's better than it was, while all the people were in the mix. Got to wrap up some of these missions. Maybe go find the Seduce now. I can't see if the Ambassador still has a book in their hand from where I'm at. Let's see.
Ambassador does still have a book.
Yeah, that's annoying. But yeah, got to pick up a Seduce, maybe the second Inspect if you're feeling spicy. Got to get something done. Time's running out to get stuff done. There we go. Now we're moving. Yeah, 2 for 1.
Yeah, love to see it. Out to the statues we go. Seduction target also here. So this is going to be the flirt, as well as this last inspect. Little subtlety, by the way. Nice to see him picking up the statue before taking that flirt. There wasn't really any risk of the seduction target bailing on us. Oh, it's a bug on the way out. It wasn't an intentional wrong arm, but it was a wrong arm, and I think Hopping Bunny was maybe a little bit too far away to see it.
Yep, Bunny was fully committed to the right side, and just like we were talking about earlier, when you commit to one side of Veranda, you become very easily blind. It's hard to get back. Yeah, we have been paying attention. We walk right over to the red bookcase, and this is a win.
Yeah, that's just a game from C-Rams. Hopping Bunny is just lost a bug too many.
That's so painful because, again, she spent like the whole game guarding the Ambassador well, and it's just that one moment. C-Rams has done a good job of slipping the knife into the chinks in the armor so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now on the back foot, you got to win on Veranda to stay alive here as Spy.
Not a position you want. Wait, isn't it to 9?
I think that's because this is a championship game, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're not quite. Oh, right. I miscounted the score. So yeah, 8-5. Bunny's now got their back quite thoroughly up against it on the Spy side of Veranda. They've pulled out some heroics from the Spy side before. They really need it now in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Just a couple of these small mistakes coming back to haunt Bunny in these winnable sniper games. That's the real tale of the match so far.
Yeah.
Here we go. So here's the problem with this play, right? Like, yes, the sniper is blind, right? Like, yes, you get away with that microfilm, but why not just go slam the book and be done with the mission? Now you have to do it again.
So, the sniper is not necessarily so blind that they can't see the green bookcase. Yeah. They're blind to the red, but they might know if you suddenly have a book at green and didn't pick it up.
Certainly true. Although there's always the option of just take the red book and just walk somewhere, and the sniper will never know where it came from. Then you at a later time pause it. But in any event, good progress so far.
Absolutely. Into the green bookcase we go.
Very obvious spot, like not a spot the sniper would expect a microfilm to come from. Hits the green.
It's a green.
It was a little bit visible, and I didn't love the angle because the Ambassador was right on the line between us and the sniper, so could have seen it in the background peripheral vision, but we get away with it.
Most people don't really pay that much attention to the arms at bookcases, though, because that animation transfer is such a rare maneuver, but the transfer microfilm is now done. We've also got 1 inspect and 51% on the flirt.
Yeah. And we got that microfilm. I like that microfilm because we did it in the spot where a spy would not usually do microfilm, right? We did it in the spot with the least cover, which I think caused the sniper to relax their guard a little bit, and that's why we got away with it.
One Hopping Bunny not quite finding the way into that conversation, feeling like they need a little bit more time, so they're going to get themselves a little bit more time, and it's a microfilm, and it's just a straight white, sorry, not microfilm, purloin. Just took the list straight up. Away we go to the contact. Contact comes off. Here's the reaction from C-Rams, but I think that purloin was clean.
Yeah, C-Ram still doesn't know the list is gone. That banana bread's going to make it completely sunk. I think that C-Rams isn't going to get any information. Yeah, you're busted. He knows.
Not happy.
Yeah.
So the problem here is we get our inspects, right? But then we got to do seduce as well. We got plenty of time. We added time earlier at the first time ad, so I think we should be fine. Just don't get shot for doing inspects, basically. That's the name of the game.
Here's the thing, though. If One Hopping Bunny knows that C-Rams is completely hosed on the list, maybe they just slow down and let C-Rams shoot somebody.
That's certainly a theory. That's certainly a theory, right? We're going to get a 96% flirt. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes the choice for us at this point.
Well, we kind of knew that we just weren't quite going to be able to get it done in 3 when we wound up on the other side of the conversation from the section target here. Hitting the green test is a bit of a bonus, because now we don't have to worry about positioning, but...
Yeah, any flirt is free from here on out. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say whether you'd rather have a game where the sniper shoots or the sniper doesn't shoot the rest of the way here. Like, either one could be good for you, just because Bunny's so far ahead here.
C-Rams has done a pretty good job of damage control. Has about 2/3 to 3/4 of the party low lit. There's the flirt getting finished up now.
Yeah. I have to wonder how much of it is certain knowledge, though. And how much of that is just, I'm going to low light some people and just hope I made the right decision.
Yeah, I suspect a lot of it's fairly soft, but if you feel like you're way behind, sometimes that's the kind of thing you need to do, and C-Rams has been right.
If we go. I feel like, okay, now we see
C-Rams willing to take this shot. There is a highlight at the statues. That's all he's going to get.
Doesn't look like it. I feel like we're pretty committed to going back to guarding stuff at this point.
Oh, look, he's
guarding the
ammo. He might be thinking about it, but he's not gonna do it. One Hopping Bunny has found some pretty impressive wins while under heavy fire from the spy side.
Yeah, that one was just straight up boldness. Like, we did a bunch of things, just like, I'm going to do some hardtails. It's Veranda. Stop me if you can. And like, C-Rams just like lost a couple of hardtails there that were pretty visible.
Yeah.
And so just nice bold play by Bunny pays off.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now High Rise, which is
very doable.
Venue. Yeah, an interesting one, and definitely one that wouldn't surprise you if either player goes 2-0.
Definitely has a shot here. C-Rams has been playing very well from the spy side as well, though. So One Hopping Bunny has got to get her stuff sorted from the sniper side before she has a chance to flex her spy once more.
Mission layout before we start. We've got fingerprint off, microfilm on.
Yeah, that's very unusual. Microfilm on.
Microfilm can be a very interesting mission to leave on this venue, because while you rarely complete it, a sniper who wants to guard it is going to have to spend a lot of resources doing so.
Indeed. And here we go. C-Rams on the spy side, One Hopping Bunny on the sniper. 2 games to go. C-Rams just needs 1 in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Right to books, right to books.
Right to books. We've got the section target here as well.
Take the book out. You got microfilm on, use it. Just take that book out, carry it around, dump it in green later.
34% on the flirt. It's very easy to just not realize microfilm
this
is
hurts
on.
me. This hurts me. Oh, there's nothing the sniper can do. This hurts me. Oh man. Yeah.
And
Oh,
making
it's visible.
transfer. Oh, the timing of the rotate though doesn't see it.
Just brutal luck for Bunny in this whole set. I feel like right when the spy is thinking about doing microfilm, the Amba is in the worst position possible, all the way on the other side, and we have to commit to guard it.
It's just in pocket though. There is still another chance to catch that. 85% on the flirt now. First one was white, second one was green.
The thing
Double
for
agent
Bunny
conversation
is
as well.
Bunny had the chance. Bunny knew that was dangerous, and it came back, but did not immediately flick the eyes over to the big problem, which was the character at microfilm, right? Otherwise, C-Reps would just be dead right now. So you gotta immediately shift your priority when you get out of a dangerous situation like that to the problematic area, and that's not the first place we looked, clearly. Still recoverable position for Bunny, but C-Ram's definitely ahead now.
Double agent drops in to say hi once again. This is a very full conversation. The other one is not. It's only got the one man in it, and he's very small.
Yep. Smallest of men.
And the end of red.
There's the contact coming off anyway.
A lot of low lights available here. Yeah.
That's
Pearls and Alice both low lightable. Pearls too.
Yeah. High value low lights given up by C-Rams there.
Yeah. We did not get all of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. One flirt away from finishing up the seduction.
I mean, this game's going to come down to green microfilm. It seems like
it really is. There's the flirt done. Minute and 10 to play. Blue microfilm in pocket.
I mean, to be honest, center statues is actually probably less suspicious than green microfilm, even at this late stage in the game.
Out to the windows we go to buy time for some of these bookcase goers to drop away.
You definitely want to do it while the Amba's over in a convo somewhere, which he now
Amba is in a convo. People are starting to file in around him. Away we go. 35 seconds as we enter the bookcase. This is for all the marbles right
Positioning
here.
good. Positioning good. Oh, but orange dress walks across, but we're still fine.
Hasn't taken it yet. 20
lot of
seconds.
camera movement.
Now looking at general at blue bookcase.
Oh, too much
it's
camera
a green
movement.
test
Yeah.
on the transfer. There it goes down. There's no reaction
That's
from
it.
Bunny. I don't think she saw it. And C-Rams able to get it done on high rise.
Very well played set by C-Rams. A lot of just very clever. Yeah, I mean, a very well played set by both of them. I'm going to start by praising C-Rams because, I don't want it to hit too hard when I say that set was filled with a lot of bad luck for Bunny.
This is true.
C-Rams took full advantage. C-Rams deserves full credit for winning that set. A lot of beautiful spy plays. A lot of just perfectly stabbing at the vulnerable moment. But at the same time, the main thing I want to say is Bunny played that extraordinarily well as sniper, and it's just a hard loss because there were just a couple of times where the guard went just slightly down. At the end there of that last game, the place where we lost, where we didn't guard the green microfilm, is we were so paranoid about
microfilm.
We were so paranoid about the bug on the ambassador over on the left that we kept making small adjustments to our camera, right? Tiny little adjustments, get a slightly better angle, take a slightly better angle. But what that makes it so hard to see is you're ruining your stable platform to see that arm on that outline behind the glass there. And that's exactly what happened. If we had just held still and trusted that we would be able to see the animation for the bug over on the left, we might have been able to spot that microfilm. But man, what a well-played set, Tobo. That was both players playing really well. Hopping Bunny throwing one of the most entertaining and cool spy games I've seen in a while there on Courtyard.
Yeah. And the one on the crazy bug on balcony, that entire set was an absolute treat.
Yeah, there were some really, really nice, well-considered spy plays there. Just a lot of fun to watch. Very well played to both players. Bunny just 95% good as the sniper, but C-Ram's just in that 5% living, making his money. That was just a solid set.